I know you got 2 options there. Just pick one.
3 beers.
Well, yeah. So, do you know why I do this?
You like the sound of cans opening?
Because it's a cold open.
Ah!
Yeah. There we
That
go.
was pretty good.
Let's do this.
Welcome to the Bottom Shelf Podcast with Nick and Justin.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Bottom Shelf Podcast. Sam filling in for Nick.
Hello.
How's it going this week, buddy?
I am here.
You are here. Okay, you're surviving. You're doing all right?
I'm surviving after a weekend in Arizona.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were gone.
Beer replaced water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good time. It sounds like a good time. Why are you complaining?
Great time. The booze bill was insane, bro. I've never seen a booze bill like that.
I'm Justin. Thank you for supporting the pod. You can be sure to follow us on social media. You can check us out at Bottom Shelf Hockey Pod on Instagram and on Threads. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, YouTube. On all of those platforms, just look up a Bottom Shelf Podcast and you should find us.
Real question.
Yeah.
Does anybody actually still use Threads? And I mean this, like, I have a Threads account.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've seen a single soul on there.
Yeah, a little bit, but it feels like there's a lot of bots. It's being infiltrated by the bots, and so
What social media site isn't these days?
I know exactly. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, show your support wherever you can. It's greatly appreciated. Let's get into our warm up for this week. I'm in a playoff pool right now.
Oh, nice.
And it's not like, you know how you do your fantasy hockey draft with, let's say, Yahoo or something like that. That's where I do all of my fantasy hockey stuff.
Oh, is this one of those things where you're picking players out of, like, a category kind of
Yes,
deal?
Yeah.
Been there, man.
I do this with a buddy of mine, Hayden. Shout out to Hayden. I know he listens to the show. What you literally do is you pick, he's got like a form that he sends you, and then you pick one from each box that has 5 players in it. And then there's like 30 boxes or something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
But there was one box in particular that I thought was a nightmare to choose from, because with the whole concept with like a playoff pool is you're trying to pick not just good players, but good players from teams that are going to go deep.
Yeah.
That are going to play a bunch of games and get a bunch of points, right?
Yeah, I've been in playoff pools before where I was like, oh, this team's going all the way, and then they're out in like 5. And I'm just like, well, I'm not winning the pool.
Yeah, for anybody that took Pittsburgh this year.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to get back into that in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get to there. There was one box in this pool that I found incredibly difficult to choose from, because in this box, all of the players were from teams that I don't think are going to go deep. So here you go. Take your pick from this. We've got Alex Lyon. By the way, it's all goaltenders. Okay, Alex Lyon from Buffalo, Philip Gustafson from Minnesota, Jeremy Swayman from Boston, Linus Ullmark from Ottawa, and Tristan Jarry from Edmonton.
Well, I mean, Jarry's basically a healthy scratch at this point, so you don't want that guy.
There's 3. 3 of these guys aren't technically the starting goalies for the teams. I know Alex Lyon has gotten a start now, but Philip Gustafson is not starting for Minnesota. They're playing Wallstead, and
Ullmark is booty cheeks.
Yeah. Ullmark has not been great. Swayman was the pick here. I don't necessarily think Boston's going to outdo Buffalo, but Swayman's the pick here, and he's been good.
They could. I got to be honest, like watching that series, like that could go 7.
Yeah, it
pretty
could.
damn even.
It could. And even in the losses, Swayman has been good. So that was my pick, was Swayman, and it's turned out to be a good pick. Just that's a tough draw.
I feel for anybody who's in pools like that, because there was one year that I picked all Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, no.
2014.
Yep.
They played the Rangers in round 1, and I watched them lose like 2-1 in Game 7. I was like, oh, man, damn it. Like Wayne Simmons, the Wayne train.
Yeah.
It's Giroux, Voracek. Oh, God.
Well,
I'm not a big playoff pool guy. I like the regular season stuff.
Yeah.
Playoff pool, oof.
It just feels like there's that much more at stake, right? Like we said, for anybody who took, the big guys from Pittsburgh, anybody who took Crosby, Malkin, Letang from Pittsburgh, it's just like, ooh, sorry guys, but like...
Yeah, you picked Sidney the Friendly Ghost. Jesus. God.
All right, let's get into our playoff overview here. Obviously, we'll lead off with our Canadian teams. We are currently watching Game 3 between Montreal and Tampa Bay?
Yes. What a series.
Yeah, pardon the pun, but this series has been electric. I know, I'm on a roll today so far, right?
Yeah, like, and each team has something that they're really good at. Like Montreal, very elite offensively, and like Tampa can defend like crazy, right? So it's like watching this series, it's going 7. Going 7.
Yeah, I keep saying this, that I think that this might not only be the best series of round 1, but I think this might be one of the best series we're going to see in the entire playoffs. Both of these teams, and I'm seeing this with a lot of playoff brackets.
Yeah.
So not only are people doing their playoff pools right now with specific players, but everybody's posting their brackets as to how they think the whole playoffs is going to go down. And I'm seeing on almost all of them, if Tampa, let's say, comes out of this series, they go deep, or it's Montreal that's going deep.
Yeah, I mean, because who would they play? Like the winner of Buffalo and Boston?
Yep.
Oh, man, how electric would it be if you got Boston and Montreal in round 2?
Oh, man.
We're getting Tampa Buffalo, though.
Yeah. And then they'll go on to face, it looks like Carolina, like between Carolina and Philadelphia. That's the way that series, is going to line up in the second round. And then Carolina, I think Carolina is going to go to the conference finals again, but are they going to break the curse this year? I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Focus right now, Tampa, Montreal. Okay?
Yeah, my only thought, honestly, is like non-hockey related. Man, how disappointing is it to see like Montreal fans like tee off on Doc like that?
Oh.
Like, and this is a problem across every like Canadian market. It's worse in Montreal and Toronto.
Bring it back. Explain what happened. What happened? So Kirby Doc is a player from Montreal.
He fucked up in game 2.
What did he do?
He iced the puck or something like that.
Yeah, he iced the puck.
Couldn't catch up to the guy who scored the OT winner in game 2.
Yeah, they scored basically right off the face-off from when he iced it.
And then Montreal fans went to his socials and his girlfriend's socials and blew it up so bad that both of them had to deactivate their social media accounts. Let's be real. Like, why are we doing that?
That's
like,
awful.
I don't get what it is. Like, apparently, like, some people point to like an increase in the amount of betting in sports, and like that could be the reason.
Hold on. People are betting on sports now. People are betting on sports these days. What?
I've never seen a betting commercial before.
Why would people bet on sports? That's silly. Why are people doing that? No, people don't do that, do they?
No, and I mean, they can't even bet on world events. Like, if you're gonna steal somebody's president, either. Like, that's not a thing either. Betting's everywhere now, man. And like,
yeah.
I do think it's taken that, like, the fans, especially on socials, to like another level of like degeneracy that like we hadn't touched before.
Yeah, because now, you're they're blowing their own hard-earned money. Yeah, let's say, and they need somebody to blame because they're not going to take the blame themselves.
Some guys are on like the edge of like bankruptcy, and they need like the multi-leg parlay to hit. Like it I don't get it. And like, we saw it with the Blue Jays run. Like, there's one guy, Brendan Little, who just like the comments were so incredibly terrible.
Yeah,
and it's like, what are we all getting from this? Let's just chill. Let's just enjoy a good series. Doc scored a goal tonight.
Yeah,
he's not all bad.
Yeah, it's funny too hearing obviously there's comments and stuff like that, but I've also heard that even potentially with a blown play like that, he might not be back in the lineup for Game 3. They might bring a veteran guy, a little more steady, but you're not necessarily going to get as much out of him. A guy like Brendan Gallagher into the lineup, and sure enough, they dressed Doc tonight, and he scored.
Yeah, and here's the thing: like, I feel like you can be harsh on the player, but like going to a player's girlfriend's socials and like wishing death upon his girlfriend is like so next level terrible. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Before, if you're one of these people that's thinking about like, because of him, my parlay didn't hit, and I lost a bunch of money. Now I need to take it out on somebody. I need to go take it out on this guy's girlfriend. Just think about that for a second. Just take a breath before you, and sure, type out the comment if you feel you really need to.
Yeah.
But this is what people used to do back in the day. It's like, you're really mad at somebody, write them a letter, and then crumple it up and throw it in the fireplace. Okay, you do not need to hit send. People actually read these comments, guys. Don't do it.
Especially like I doubt like the big name players have like notifications on, but I'm sure some of these lower end players, third, fourth liners that don't have that many followers, they probably like can see their DMs.
Okay, now who's throwing shade? Now you're sitting here calling Kirby Dach a third and fourth line player. Come on.
He is. I'm not wishing death upon him.
Sam, be nice. Be nice. Set a good example for the people.
Sorry, Kirby Dach is an NHL All-Star, and he should win the Hart Trophy.
Okay, I'm not telling you to lie to the people.
But
be nice.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, just be nice.
Yeah.
Just be nice.
A couple of standouts I just wanted to point out in this series so far, because the series has been so good. The first two games went to overtime. It looks like Game 3 is going to go to overtime. When this game ends, because it's currently on while we're recording, so we'll get to and give our speculation as to how the rest of the series is going to go after this game ends.
Yeah.
But a couple of standouts for you. Brandon Hagel.
4 goals in 3 games.
4 goals in 3 games. He has been absolutely excellent. A physical presence. Like, when he is on the ice, you are aware that he is on the ice. He has been unbelievable.
He's also a little rat.
Yeah, he's one of those
like
guys.
Marchand Light. He's great.
He's one of those guys, though. But like,
you got to have those guys.
You hate to play against him, but you love to have him on your team.
Great on Team Canada, man.
Buddy, I was the biggest Hagel fan. Watching him play for Team Canada,
and then that immediately ended as soon as the tournament was over.
Oh, my God, I hate this guy.
He's been really good. I thought Suzuki's looked really good. Mm-hmm. Like, Suzuki is unbelievable. Like, I never saw that coming from him, and I think he scored a goal in Game 2 or Game 1. Yeah, it's been a good series for him, too.
Slavkovsky as well, hat trick.
Hat trick in Game 1.
Hat trick in Game picking up where he left off from the Olympics. He's been absolutely unbelievable. So a few guys, have really stood out. This whole series has been great.
Slav is the type of guy that is absolutely built for the playoffs, too. Like, absolutely built for the playoffs. Huge dude, shoots the puck good, can, like, throw the body around a little bit. Oh, he's great.
All right, let's jump over here, because we'll come back to the Montreal-Tampa series. Like I said, when that game's over, we'll come back to it. Edmonton versus Anaheim. What's your prediction on this series? Because I had Edmonton in 6, potentially 7. Like, I'm not discounting Anaheim, but like Edmonton, this is a do or die for them.
Yeah, I think it's Edmonton in 6.
Okay.
My other prediction is that both goaltenders end with a save percentage below .880.
Yep.
They're both incredibly bad.
You placing a bet on that one? You're going to hit the parlay on it?
Multi-leg parlay with more Brandon Hagel goals. It's been a really fun series, just like no one can keep the puck out of their net. Like, especially like Game 2, what did Edmonton give up? Like 5 and then an empty netter kind of deal? Like...
Yeah, 6-4 final. 6-4 final.
And, I mean, they can win those games, but they didn't.
This is something that Nick and I have discussed, I believe, in a previous episode. But basically, like, Edmonton was looking for goaltending this year. That's like, they're not looking for Connor Hellebuck. They don't need Andrei Vasilevsky. They don't need Carey Price in his prime. They don't need a guy who's going to stand on his head every single night. Do you know what Edmonton needs? They need consistent goaltending, where the goalie is only going to let up 2 or 3 a night.
They need Antti Niemi.
Yeah. Like
that type of goaltending. When the Hawks won the Cup, like, he did not stand on his head.
No, they need, and I know Nick will agree with me on this, because he doesn't think that Corey Crawford was as good as he was labeled to be. They need a guy like Corey Crawford.
He won a cup.
Yes, he did win a cup.
2 cups? 2 cups.
Was he there for all 3 cups? I don't know that statistic, but
yeah. That's the thing. Like, Edmonton came into this season and they were like, yeah, we're going to upgrade the goaltending. We're going to upgrade the goaltending. And then somehow they got worse.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, Jari is sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
And, oh, God. It's so bad.
I will say that I incorrectly predicted how this Jari situation was going to go. Because I said this exact same thing, that Jari looked okay. He's had some decent numbers over the course of several years as a professional in the league, playing on, teams that were less than half bad.
Yeah, they were fine.
And he's got solid enough numbers that I was like, he can be this guy. He can come into Edmonton and he can be that guy that is a little bit better than just average. He can stop, he's still going to let up a few a night, but he can stop enough that he'll actually give Edmonton a chance to win. Boy, was I wrong.
Absolutely, dude.
I'll own it.
Yeah, no, I when that trade happened, I was like, well, Jari's really not he was good this season, but for the last couple of years in Pittsburgh, he played exactly like how he's playing right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ingram,
Connor Ingram, yeah.
Yeah, he's fine. But if there's a high danger, he's probably letting it in.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the big thing in this series, right? Especially now with Anaheim getting home ice and having the advantage on line matching and maybe getting better guys out against McDavid.
Yeah. And looking at their stats too from the season is Anaheim played much better at home than they did on the road all season. If they have a winning record on the road, they do not, or they have a winning record at home. They do not have a winning record on the road.
No.
So the fact that Anaheim was able to get one, I feel like is a huge,
I still expect Edmonton to win the series.
Advantage in their favor, but
yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. What a step for the Ducks. After how colossally terrible the last 5 years has been for that team, to come out and look competitive against the Oilers, who are back-to-back finalists in the Cup final. Pretty good.
So, some standouts though. Edmonton's depth guys. I got to give some shout-outs here. Guys like Jason Dickinson and Kasperi Kapanen putting up 2 goals apiece in a single game.
Yeah, and who was the guy who scored in game 2 to tie it? God, what was his name? Joshua Szymanski.
Oh yeah.
It was who the heck is this guy?
Yeah. 4th line center.
It is pretty incredible that the Oilers, they're tied 1-1. McDavid has done nothing.
This might be one of the biggest storylines out of this series is, there's some worry that McDavid might have gotten injured in game 2 of this series, and so he might be battling some kind of injury, because at this point, McDavid usually has at least 1, if not 2, 3-point games.
If not more than 3-point games.
It's crazy. Yeah,
it's crazy.
It feels like that's the minimum. That's the standard he's kind of set for himself. He doesn't have not only does he not have a 3-point game, he doesn't have a single point in this series yet.
Yeah, that's crazy. And when you go back to last year's playoffs, he's pointless in 4 games in a row.
So is there real concern here, or is Edmonton just happy that
the depth guys are actually shown up for the first time in the playoffs in a long time?
They're winning without needing to rely on 3-point nights from McDavid.
It depends. If he's injured, he's still gonna play. But if he's injured, and not really the Connor McDavid, it's fine in round 1. Who are you facing in the West, though?
Yeah, round 2, you're gonna have to come up against either Utah, who would have beat Vegas, or Vegas.
Yeah.
And then round 3, you're probably going to get Colorado, Dallas, or Minnesota, one of the juggernauts of the West.
You're counting out the LA Kings?
I'm sorry, what?
You're counting out the LA Kings?
The who?
The LA Kings.
Are they a real hockey team?
Yeah, the team that's lost 20 times in overtime this season. You counting them out? They're only down 3-0, Justin.
Only down 3-0 against the President's Trophy winner.
They'll be fine.
And most highly anticipated Stanley Cup winner of the playoffs this year.
Oh, my God. And then we have another Canadian team. Ottawa. Who are suffering a fate very similar to the LA Kings.
I don't entirely blame Ottawa's effort in this series because, to be fair, Ottawa has actually been pretty solid overall in this series, despite the outcomes of these games. But, they're playing Carolina. This is a team that has experience in the playoffs, has gone to the conference finals, and has showed up ready to prove themselves that they're not just going to blow it again this year.
Yeah, and I kind of expected this series to go like this.
Yeah.
Tight series, but they're playing a team in round one that I think is way stronger than the Leafs were last year. It's not like the Sens have really made huge additions.
No, and unfortunately, Ottawa has also battled a number of injuries.
Yeah.
The injuries are unbelievable. So like they're not at 100%.
And yeah, Sanderson's out for game 4. Got a bunch of guys like Shabbat broke his arm and is playing through a broken arm with like a plate installed or something. Like, I don't know. You know, you just hope after this series that you can keep Brady for another year, I guess.
I know Ottawa Senators fans had higher hopes for how their team was going to do in these playoffs. They need to win Game 4 at home obviously it's do or die at this point. They're down 3-0 in this series, but
are they facing the 1 seed in the East? Like, I think Carolina is the 1 seed, are they not?
yes, yeah, they're the 1 seed.
Yeah, like, I don't know. You're the 8 seed, like, hoping a prayer.
So, yeah, unfortunately, that's just tough break for Ottawa that they're getting Carolina. But tough break for LA. Like, LA has to play Colorado. Like,
yeah, that
and
sucks.
it's just expected that's how it's gonna go. You hope that your big guys show up a little bit better than they have, but away she goes.
Are we moving to Colorado, LA?
Let's do Dallas, Minnesota
Dallas,
first.
Minnesota, okay.
We'll come back to Colorado, LA. I know we've mentioned them already a couple of times,
Yeah.
but we'll get there. Dallas, Minnesota. This series is going to go to 7 games, right?
It may. Game 3 was crazy.
Yeah, Dallas has really found their stride. Especially, a big statement win for the Wild in Game 1 as they won that game 6-1. That's a big win. Dallas answered the bell in Game 2 and, came back. And then they followed that up with a Game 3 double overtime win.
And it could have gone either way. There were a lot of chances for like Minnesota to take that game. Yeah. They had multiple power plays in the first overtime, and man, it was just like an absolute dogfight. Like some of the battles in the corners and like in front of the net, it's like, oh my God.
Even the open ice hits, for example, we saw this. Did you see the Colin Blackwell hit on Yakov Trenin? Yakov Trenin for Minnesota led the league in regular season hits.
Oh, yeah, and then he gets bodied.
Like he was hit by a Mack truck, and he's now out. Colin Blackwell, by the way, is 5'8".
Oh, yeah, these guys are just like trying to run each other over. Shout out Jamie Benn for, I don't know what that was, trying to jump over that dude or whatever he was doing. I don't know. There's been a whole series of it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I think whoever comes out of this series, and I honestly couldn't tell you who at this point, is going to be like battered and bruised for Colorado in round 2.
I think you can actually just rephrase it to say whoever comes out of this series alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
Then gets to go on and face Colorado, who is absolutely dummying. And I can't say dummying because LA has pushed these games to overtime. Like Colorado's winning 1-goal games.
Okay,
we're jumping
close.
ahead. We're doing this. We're doing this where we're jumping ahead. We're getting into
we're good at
Colorado.
This, man.
I know.
It's a free-flowing conversation.
It's not flowing the way I intended it to flow, though. Damn it!
Oh, you're very type A. I'm very type B, Justin.
So Dallas, Minnesota. This series, it's going to go to 7 games.
Yeah, and
it's going to go to 7 games. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a dogfight to the very end.
I'd probably take Dallas because Game 7 would be on home ice.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I couldn't even tell you. Like it's insane.
All right, I'll let us jump ahead to this Colorado LA series. Okay, it's Colorado in 4, right? Like,
here's the thing. LA is not going to win this series. LA is not going to win this series. No. I feel like they may try and win one on home ice for Kopitar. They may try harder, knowing it's Kopitar's last game. To be honest, if I was a fan of the LA Kings, I feel like I would have rather seen them go out at the end of the regular season and get the send-off for Kopitar at the end instead of making him play 4 more games and getting bodied by the President's Trophy winners.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks, like, to be honest. Like, kind of a tough way to end the career.
Well, it's not like they're getting dummied though. Like I said, they're 1-goal games. LA really is putting up a fight. There's no chance they win this series, but they are putting up a fight, and they're tight 1-goal games, which I think is, I want to say this, it is a good thing as an Avalanche fan to see that Colorado is winning 1-goal games.
Oh, they defend so incredibly well. That's like the crazy part.
They don't need to blow out every single game. They don't need to win 6-1. This is a good thing that you can see them, go toe to toe with a team that you think that they're going to dummy. Yeah. But it's like they don't need to do that. They can win 1-goal games. That's a good thing.
I mean, and it's kind of been just like an LA Kings trap fest. Like, they're really playing defensive. Like, it is possibly the most boring hockey of the playoffs. I'm going to be honest. Like, which is crazy to think that the President's Trophy winners are playing boring hockey. But it's like the Kings are just like trapping. They got 4 guys stretched across the blue line. Everything's dump and chase. They're just grinding in the corner. Like that's what this series is.
It's funny that you say that, because one of the biggest highlights to come out of this series so far was like the rowdy fans behind the bench. Did you see
oh my God.
They were pounding on the glass behind the bench, and the glass shattered.
Guy? Did they eject that guy who like banged on the glass?
I don't know. I don't know if I saw beyond just the glass shattering.
I feel like that should get
Should they?
Well, I feel like you got to be doing something nefarious to put a fucking like big enough hole in the glass to get it to do that. Like, pure stop. Like, I've gone to lots of games. I've slammed on the glass a lot. Never come close to doing that.
You've been in a lot of arenas. You've fired a lot of shots that have missed wide and
have never broken a pane of glass. Justin, look at these pipes. You think these are breaking glass? No.
No, but regardless of, like, you can shoot a puck harder than this guy should be able to bang on the glass. Like, you know where I'm getting with that?
What I'm thinking, honestly, is maybe he had something in his hand or something. And
you think okay? Hold on. You're telling me that this guy snuck brass knuckles into?
No. Like they give people like the hard aluminum cans down in the States. I don't know if he hit it with that. I don't know.
You think he snuck a brick into so that he could hold a brick and boom?
Let's be real, man. I couldn't put a hole through this window next to us with a brick. There's no way.
You could. You could do it.
Someone tried to put their head through it. It didn't go.
It's been done before.
It didn't go.
So,
but yeah, like that. That's the highlight of the series.
Yeah, so far it has been, yes.
Somebody breaking a pane of glass.
Yeah. I expect more from Colorado in the second round of the series, and maybe they're even holding back a little bit just because they have a pretty good idea that they're going to win this series.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So when they have the opportunity, they hold back a little bit and say, no, take it easy, guys, because yes, we've got to play a tough team here in LA, but we are going to win. We need to save something in the tank for Dallas or Minnesota, whoever comes out of that dogfight. And we're going to have a few days rest at the very least to prepare for what this team is going to put up against us in the second round.
Game 4 is tomorrow, correct?
Yeah.
We're recording on Friday.
Yeah.
Realistically, they could have like a week off.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
A week off, in between their series, which I know is there's a lot of speculation around this as to whether it's good or bad. I think for a team like Colorado, it could be good. It gives you an opportunity to rest, your big guys if anybody's not feeling exactly right.
Especially how many guys they sent to the Winter Olympics too, who didn't really get that like Olympic break. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
All right, let's move on to Vegas, Utah here.
Yeah.
How do you think this series goes? I've got my prediction, but I want to hear yours first because I gave mine first last time.
I like Utah, man. I like Utah a lot.
Yeah.
Like I'm just very impressed with like the scoring from Utah and like the depth that they have. Like I wasn't exactly watching a ton of Utah Mammoth games. It's never really been my thing.
Hold on, you're telling me that you weren't catching all the Mammoth action?
Yeah, and they're. What was it?
The Zameth?
The Zameth.
You weren't catching all the Zameth action? What are you doing? You're missing out.
Yeah, I hadn't paid attention to them. Gunther, unreal. Logan Cooley.
Yeah.
Clayton Keller.
Big boys coming to play. Usual suspects are all there.
Yep. And Vegas defensively have just not been incredible. Game 1, they kind of snuck out a win there, but
Yeah, as it has been all year for them, unfortunately, there is a massive hole in their net. The goaltending has not been good for them for most of the regular season, and those struggles continue into the playoffs.
Yeah, Carter Hart has been not good.
No.
Not good. But he's the best that they have.
Yep.
Again, another team that doesn't need top-notch goaltending, but needs okay goaltending in the very much in the Edmonton column.
Yeah. Of you need somebody who's going to consistently, only give up 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly. And
On their best nights, they need to be able to only give up 2 or 3. And when you're regularly fighting with your goaltender to say can you not give up 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 every single friggin' night?
Yeah, I agree.
The young talent is showing up for Utah. We saw it in Game 2, and I think it's likely that Utah tops Vegas here.
They looked really good so far, man, and I think the only thing that I would be worried about if I was, a Utah Mammoth fan is just the goaltending. They're not perfect.
No.
And it could change on a dime, right? Utah looked really good in Game 2. They both don't really have that much great goaltending.
No, but they at least have a guy like Karel Vejmelka, who, is that guy that can, at his best, is only going to give up 2 or 3 a night. Are you going to get shutouts from him consistently against the best teams in the league? Probably not.
Oh.
But, he's going to have moments where he does look really good. Shout out to Karel Vejmelka, by the way, because he was the first goalie this year to hit 30 wins. So,
that's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of...
He started 40-something games, or he started more games than anybody else this year, but he was the first to 30 wins, so kudos to him.
I will give Carter Hart credit. He's actually, on a statistical...
You don't have to. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't really want to. He got a 919, but the goals that he's given up have been backbreakers.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Sometimes the statistics don't necessarily show, how clutch somebody is.
Yeah.
It's when they're giving up a bad goal at a bad moment, you're yeah, but that kind of takes away from the fact that, yes, he only gave up 2 tonight.
Yeah.
And he only gave up those 2 goals on 25 shots, but that second goal came when it was tied 1-1.
Yeah.
And it came when there was a minute and a half left in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that Cooley goal is a backbreaker.
Yeah.
But it is another series that could just go any way. Vegas still has a bunch of the guys from the championship team still around.
Could go either way.
Could go either way.
Something that's not going to go either way, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. I feel like this is pretty cut and dry, kind of similar to the LA-Colorado series and the Carolina-Ottawa series. You must be broken right now.
Do you want to give me the floor?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? You did this for me in the last one. I'll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it away. I'm gonna hit the John here.
All right.
You go for it. All right.
Kyle Dubas. Can you please build a team that does well in the playoffs? Dog, it's been 10 years. And every time they get to the playoffs, everybody's like, oh, this is finally the year. They're finally going to go far, whether it's the Leafs or the Penguins. Yeah, they don't. And here's the thing. The Pittsburgh Penguins not supposed to make the playoffs at the beginning of the year. That's totally fine. They've had a year that they've overachieved. But you know what they did? They teased their fans. And now we're all sad. Now we all sit around and just go, well, great. That's another year Crosby wasted with no top-end draft picks. No nothing. Sure, they got lots of cap space. What else do we have? We got 39-year-old Sidney Crosby as of August. Good job, guys. Good job. That's all I got.
You good?
It's not as long as last.
No,
as yours
you're good.
last
You're
week,
good.
but
Hey, if you want more time, let it roll, buddy. Let it roll.
They are very much teasing. They just teased us.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, guys, look at us. We're second in the Metro. We're gonna do so great. Bam, get stomped by your provincial state rivals. That's the Canadian in me
it's the
talking.
Canadian in us. Yeah, sorry for any of our American listeners. I know we do bleed over there just a little bit, but just a quick update for you. I mentioned we were going to come back to this Tampa-Montreal series. I don't know if we're going to get the end of the game before we finish recording the show here, because it's going to overtime now, and I just saw a statistic that this is the 8th time in NHL history that the first 3 games of a series have gone to overtime. Like, if we've talked about this, and I know everybody has talked about this to no end, that this series is going to be excellent. It is going to be a battle. It's going to be a dogfight to the end, and it has been. The first 3 games have gone to overtime because it has just been that tight.
How pissed do you think both these teams are that they could not secure that number 1 seed in the Atlantic down the stretch?
Yeah.
Like, no shade to Boston. Boston's fine.
No.
I would take Boston 100 times over, if I'm Montreal, Tampa, or Buffalo. I'm good.
One thing that is cool with this series, though, is that this is a rare occasion, if ever, I don't know if this has ever happened before, where it is a Stanley Cup rematch in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, I think you'd probably have to go back to like pre-67.
Yeah, pre-expansion.
Yeah, because
before you run into something like this, because it's East versus West. Like, if anybody isn't aware of how this kind of breaks down in the playoffs, but you get the whole East plays it out, and then you make one team comes from the East, and then same thing with the West. The West all plays it out, but because of how the divisions were reorganized for COVID, the year that Tampa and Montreal met in the Cup final, it ended up being 2 teams to the East because they divided it where it was all the Canadian teams in one division. Who scored? Somebody just scored. Montreal scored because you can hear I can't see the TV, but I can tell that the home crowd in Montreal lost their minds.
Gooley?
Montreal scored.
Was that Gooley?
Montreal scored. Live during the recording of the show, Montreal has won it in overtime. Do you think you can do the goal call? Do you think you could you give us, like, if you were live on the radio right now, do you think you could give us that breaking information? Because you have to deliver it with excitement, but you have to be sure that you enunciate everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Montreal has done it. Yeah. They've won Game 3 in overtime.
C'est la vie! That's what I got. I think it's Lane Hudson who got the winner.
That's Hudson
unreal.
Gets it in overtime.
Montreal,
they win Game 3. Okay, so there we go.
That's a dog fight.
Yeah.
Dog fight.
Yeah. So Montreal, they really do need to win Game 4 again in Montreal now.
Yeah.
Which is no easy task. But, man, what a series. What a series this has been already.
Oh, man. Just to wrap up on Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
Yeah, sorry. Let's circle back to that now.
There's not a lot of highlights in this series for the Pittsburgh Penguins. There's been a lot of highlights for Philadelphia Flyers fans.
Yeah.
And you know what? They've gone through a lot of suffering. We still got way more cups than they do. I'm fine with it. Whatever. I'm not bitter at all.
No, not at all.
How funny was it watching Sidney Crosby act like he was shot?
Oh, yeah.
He gets a light tap from Gareth Hathaway, throws himself down on the ice, he's rubbing his face. Like, that is, I have not seen him do that in like almost 20 years.
That feels like early Sid the Kid.
Yeah, like purely against the Flyers. Like, taking dives, just like falling down on the ice. Like, I don't know, man. It's been a really rough series. I'm looking forward to the Flyers just finishing it off. I don't need 2012 all over again where it goes to Game 4 and Game 5 and then they get blown out in Game 6. Just end it. Just end it. It's done. You're not winning. Just Just go home for the summer, boys.
I do have a couple questions for you. Like, did you anticipate not only Philadelphia beating Pittsburgh, but like, did you anticipate a sweep? Did anybody anticipate a sweep from Philly?
No to both.
The young guns have come to play. Porter Martone. This is like he's a rookie. First rookie,
Tippett.
first rookie ever, by the way, to get the game-winning goal in each of his first 2 playoff games.
That's ridiculous. Even I know Zegras isn't really like a young guy anymore, but like still in the young end.
Younger.
He's been really good. Yeah, I didn't see it coming, and I don't know what they're doing. Pittsburgh, this was kind of one of your last shots. You've got to maintain that you're not trading the big 4. So they're just going down on the Titanic, getting swept by their rivals. And
that's tough. That is a tough look. After so many incredible, deep playoff runs with Sidney Crosby, it feels weird to see it all play out like this.
Is it crazy to think that they have not won a playoff series in 8 years?
It's been that long, hey?
2018 was the last time that team won a playoff series.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's tough.
A lot of first-round losses.
After it was, I mean, if you look at it at that point, it was nearly a decade of deep playoff runs because they made it to the Cup final in 2008 when Detroit beat them. They won the Cup the following year in 2009 against Detroit. More and more years of, Crosby battling injuries, but they still had deep playoff runs till they went back to back.
I'll still maintain that 2010, we could have had the best Stanley Cup final of all time if the Penguins did not get shellacked.
Yeah.
They got shellacked, and instead we got Philly and Chicago.
And for anybody who doesn't know what he means by shellacked, Yaroslav Halak was the
brick wall.
It was the goaltender from Montreal that year, and he was excellent. He was
unreal,
unbelievable in the playoffs.
And then he went back to being completely mid after that point.
He sure did. Yeah, he sure did. He had a great playoffs.
All right, who we got next?
Sam. I wanted to laugh at you because you were beaking me about the Red Wings not making the playoffs. But I do have a question for you now that we're at this point in the playoffs with Pittsburgh. What's worse, missing the playoffs or making the playoffs and then getting swept? So riddle me that, please. What's worse? Because, yes, missing the playoffs is disappointing, but it's like,
there's no hope.
It's over and done with, okay?
Yeah.
But you make the playoffs, you're like, oh, yeah, we've got a chance. Dark horses, underdogs, it happens all the time. We've seen it time and time again.
Yeah, I fully expected them to win round 1 and then lose to Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
That was what I was expecting.
Okay. So at least go with a little bit of dignity.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, this has been pretty painful. It's been pretty rough to watch.
Yeah.
But also in the back of my mind, I kind of expected it to happen. Just a little bit. You got the Stu Skinner experience in net.
Oh, buddy. The Stu Skinner experience like nothing else.
Your blue line is pretty friggin' bad. Like, I know Carlson can, put the puck in the net and, great offensively, but, he's not great on his own end. Letang is so dog shit on both ends of the ice now. Connor Clifton? Guys! I kind of expected that they might, underperform, but not to this level. Oof.
This is something else.
I could have taken a 7-game loss to Philly. I'd be a little pissed. But.
Yeah, lose the first round, sure, but, win a couple of games, guys. You had a better seed placement. You had home ice advantage. You lose both on home ice.
I don't know what they're doing.
Riding the struggle bus is what they're doing. So, but that does not answer my question. What's worse, missing the playoffs, or making the playoffs and then getting swept?
It's the playoffs, Justin. It's the playoffs. You guys get a better draft pick than us. God. Ugh.
You know what? I'll toss this up on our socials too. At Bottom Shelf Hockey Pod, Threads, Instagram. I'll toss this up as a poll. What do you think? How do you think it turns out?
I guarantee that they're going to vote that playoffs is a way worse fate.
Making the playoffs and getting swept is worse than just missing the playoffs.
If you give any fan hope, you're in trouble.
Yeah. All right, let's head into overtime here, okay? I discovered just some information I thought was kind of funny to see. The captain for each team during their first ever playoff win. So
damn, like playoff game or series?
Playoff game.
All right, cool.
Okay. So for example, we've got Utah being the most recent. And Clayton Keller's the captain, so he's
This is gonna be.
Do you think you could name any of these? This isn't our game for today. I've got a different game that we'll get to.
Jesus, this is gonna be a long haul pod today.
But I just wanted to toss this at you. There's a number of teams that were vacant, like the captaincy was vacant for their first ever playoff win.
Yeah, like would you count their first? Because I was going to say, like, Vegas is going to be one of those teams that's vacant, right?
Vegas
they didn't have a captain for the first couple of years.
That's correct. Yeah, Vegas was vacant. There's, what do I have here? One?
Columbus is probably vacant.
Yeah, Columbus was vacant. Yep. Seattle was vacant.
Oh, right, because they traded Gio.
Yeah, Vancouver was vacant.
Yeah, that's like ancient history, bro.
And Pittsburgh was vacant.
What year was their win? Does it tell you?
No, I don't have that information. I didn't go that deep. But like
they were pretty bad for the first couple of years of that franchise too.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm just trying to think about like Carolina. Damn, this is hard.
Yeah, this is a difficult one. I don't know that I would have been able to guess most of these.
Well, and especially with your original 6 teams, it's like these guys that have been dead for 80 years or whatever.
This is where I wanted to go with this. The original 6.
Yeah.
The banger names that these guys had. I just want to
hear them.
I want to share a few of these with you, okay? For example, Boston. The first captain for the captain for Boston when they got their first ever playoff win was a guy named Sprague Cleghorn.
What a name. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I say yes, boy. Yeah. That was a wonderful time for the franchise with Sprague Cleghorn.
Oh, my God.
What a badass name that is.
How do you spell that?
Sprague. Sprague. Sprague Cleghorn.
You know what's crazy? He's French.
Oh, no way.
That doesn't seem like a very French name.
Sprague Cleghorn.
Cleghorn. Yeah.
Both of us with our terrible French accents.
Yeah.
Okay, continuing through the original 6 here. Chicago, Ty Arbor.
Good name.
It's fine.
Good name.
Detroit, Larry Orey.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Montreal, Newsy Lalonde. Newsy. Bring it back.
You know what's crazy? I used to have this book when I was a kid, and I distinctly remember the name Newsy Lalonde because they would go through year by year in the history of the NHL and talk about guys who like had good years.
Mm-hmm.
What a name.
Yeah.
The Newsies?
Newsy Lalonde. For anybody who's expecting, bring it back. Name your kid Newsy.
It's been 100 years. You can bring it back.
Do it. New York Rangers, Bill Cook. Not meeting a lot of kids named Bill these days. Even Billy, like Billy.
Yeah, Billy is like an 80s name.
Yeah, it's not.
There's no Billies.
Yeah, you're not meeting a baby named Bill these days. Yeah, this is my baby. Oh, he's so cute. What's his name? Bill.
William. No Williams either. Like, oh man.
And then you've got Toronto. Hap Day.
Sick name.
Hap Day. What a legend.
Reminds me of J.A. Happ.
J.A. Happ from the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yep. Yeah, J. Happ. Oh, what a time.
Hap Day. Do it. Bring it back.
Hap.
Come on. Anybody expecting right now? You're thinking, oh, we should go with like a popular name. We should go with like Noah or Liam. And it's like, nah. Cut it. Gentlemen, tell your wife. I'm laying down the law right now. I'm putting my foot down. Hap. We're naming the kid Hap. Boy or girl? Hap. What's it short for? Happy? No, just Hap.
Just Hap.
Just Hap.
I'm pretty sure I would take naming my kid Hap over like naming my kid Diamond or something.
Diamond?
Or like Clementine.
Now you're just insulting people. Now you're out
Sorry,
here.
am I crossing the line, Justin?
Now you're doing it again. You're doing it again. You're bringing all that negativity, like the people in the comment section. You're going after Kirby Doc. What if Kirby Doc also has a kid named Clementine? Clementine Doc out here, just trying to live her life.
That kid's gonna be bullied so much.
Sam is just taking shots.
I gotta make sure that they don't have a kid named Clementine Doc, or else I'm going to hell.
Oh my god!
I think he's too young to have a kid. Yeah, no, he doesn't have a kid.
Okay, all right. You're in.
I'm good.
You're in the clear this time.
Kirby, do not name your kid Clementine.
This time.
I'm telling you.
This time. All right, settle down. All right, we're on to our game.
Game time.
It's time for a game. This is our game. This is our shootout, whatever you want to call it. This is our game of logos. Can you, Sam, name for me all of the teams in the NHL that either have their name or some kind of writing in their logo?
Okay. Just for clarification.
Yeah.
Like they have to have writing. Like
a
word in it.
I'm not talking a single letter.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I knew this question was going to come up. I do not mean a single letter, so I will already cancel out the Calgary Flames.
Yeah.
For example, that's not what I'm looking for. They either have a word or fully just the name of the team.
Do the Canes count? No, probably not.
No, that's not their main logo.
Okay.
Talking main logo here, okay?
Edmonton.
Toronto.
It's two of how many?
What do I have? 2, 4, 6, 7.
It's not Vancouver.
It's not Vancouver.
They used to.
They used to.
And then they got rid of the stupid text.
Yes,
name.
now they've just got, it's just the orca breaking out of the ice of the sea, okay?
All right. It's not Buffalo.
Mm-mm. No, but Buffalo did cross my mind as well.
Yep.
But it's because they've got more than just like the buffalo. They also have the crossed swords.
Sabres.
Yeah.
It's not Carolina, not Calgary, not Chicago.
No.
Not Dallas.
No. Although Dallas did. I'll give you a bonus point, I guess, because it used to. Yeah, Dallas used to. Right. Do you remember those jerseys that literally just said Dallas on them?
Florida. Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Florida is one of those teams.
Florida is one of those teams. And it alternates whether they're at home or whether they're away. Yeah, it either says Florida or it says Panthers.
I noticed that on those jerseys and I was like, "Oh, that's a lot of detail that I don't think anybody would have paid attention to that if you didn't do that."
Yep.
All right, so I'm at Florida.
You've got Edmonton, you've got Florida, and you've got Toronto. You still have 4 more teams.
Oh, good God.
For those of you who are playing along while you're listening to this, because I'm sure that there are people like sitting and listening to this right now and just shouting, Sam, what is wrong with you? I
got 2 more, bro.
Okay, you've got 2 more?
I got 2 more.
Lay it on me.
Islanders.
Rangers, yes.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Now I'm in the struggle bus.
Yeah. Now you're riding the struggle bus.
Now I'm riding the struggle bus.
I'll give you a hint whenever you're ready for it. But let me finish my thought here, because I know there's people sitting here yelling at you, Sam. How could you not think of X and Y team? If you want to participate, or if you want to time yourself in this before we fully get to the end of it, shoot us a DM. Okay, give us your stats. Tell me how quickly you were able to get all of this. You can either shoot us a message on one of our social media platforms, or find some kind of way to reach out. You can find us personally as well. I'm at Comfy Crouch on all social media platforms,
and I am at Phelps on Air. I also have a Jersey account, but it's kind of dormant right now.
Okay, well, pick it up.
I'm still at 5.
Or you can find the show at Bottom Shelf Hockey Pod.
Hell yeah.
You've got 2 left here. Are you wanting a hint?
Yeah, a hint would be nice here.
Okay, a hint would be for the 2 teams. One is in the East, one is in the West.
Minnesota.
Nope.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm thinking of the word mark.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Okay, so it's not Minnesota. It's not Dallas. It is not Utah.
Okay, I'll give you an even better hint. Okay,
Yeah.
One of these teams is in the Pacific Division. One of these teams is in the Metro Division.
Okay. Oh, Capitals.
Capitals, yes, there you go. Okay, 1 team left.
Who is the Pacific teams?
Who is the Pacific team?
It's not San Jose.
That has writing.
It is.
Or
It's the LA Kings.
It's the LA Kings.
It took me longer than I needed to.
He does it. All right. Well, congratulations.
I probably should have done that quicker, but I have 3 beers open. So. Brain gets a little slow.
That's all right. That's all right. We're here to have fun. That's all that matters. Although, if anybody did play along and beat Sam's time, please share that information with me.
Shame me.
And I will shame
me.
I will shame Sam in the next episode is what we'll do. All right.
When is Nick back?
Nick gets back. So for anybody who's wondering like why Sam is filling in right now, I suppose we haven't mentioned that on this episode, but Nick, my usual co-host, is traveling Africa right now.
How long is he there?
They're there for like a month.
Damn.
So
that's pretty good.
I talked to them this week, and they were heading back to Kenya. And so they officially get back into Canada on May 4th.
Yeah, we got time for another episode.
So yeah, hopefully, we should have time for another episode. Hopefully, we'll get one. I imagine we'll probably get another episode before the first round of the playoffs is up, or right when the first round of the playoffs ends. So
yeah, just in time for all of our takes to have aged terribly bad.
So poorly.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be great.
It's
gonna be great. So thank you for joining this edition of the Bottom Shelf Podcast. I'm Justin. He's Sam. You can find us on socials at Bottom Shelf Hockey Pod. You can find me personally at Comfy Crouch. Find Sam at Sam on Air. You can stream the podcast at Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, Podbean, YouTube, wherever it is that you get your podcasts. We do our best to reach all of these platforms. You're nodding. That's just as bad as saluting. You're not. No, that's my thing. The salute is my thing. Let me have my...
We're doing it together.
No, it's the thing that I do.
We're doing the invisible salute together, Justin.
All right. Okay. Thanks for joining us this week. Have a good one.